Hello. Oh, off by a minute. 7:31. I apologize everyone for my tardiness, but we are here. It is Friday, November 7th. Guys, it's already November. Oh, this year has gone way too fast. 2025 is almost over. It'll be over before you know it. I realize that the older I get, geez, the faster it goes. So don't waste the time you got. If you have to do something today, guys, go do it today. Don't put it off. Before you know it, it'll be 30 years from now. But on another note, first thing we always cover is the old profile. Go ahead and check out the profile, guys. You can click on this little button right here and leave me just a tip. It'd be great. Send me a tip. It's one way you can support me. Other ways you can support me, go check out the website. You can buy me a coffee. You can purchase some merch, which I have an appointment this weekend with Shell and Crispy to work on that. So we will get some more updated merch for you here very shortly. I know I've been saying that, guys. Life's been crazy. You can check out the Discord. You can also check out my business, Men's Empowerment Network. If you're looking for help going through divorce and or custody battles, I can help you. I've been through it myself. Not a lot of fun. The court system will not treat you fairly. But if you need a little help and guidance on how to get through that, check that out as well. You can also follow me on X. Subscribe to my YouTube and or Rumble channel. Any of those ways are ways to support YouTube, Rumble, and X. You can support here for free. The other ways are contributing. Helps me bring you more content. I love you guys. So if you can help me do that, I would greatly appreciate it if you can afford it. If not, I get it. The economy's kind of tough right now. You can also check out our live schedule down here, guys. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have the evening update. That's what you're here for right now. It is Friday. Also, Saturday for tomorrow, you can join us for the weekly update. Topic exchange, Tuesday nights at 8:45 p.m. And Sunday, not this Sunday, folks, but starting back up on Sunday, the 16th, you can find Shell and Christina on the Strange Journey Through the Bible Space, 4 p.m. Eastern. So check those out as well. Try to support wherever you can. I appreciate it. And as Shell says, people welcome and repost the live. Help us reach more people. More places you can repost this live, the better. I don't care if it's your dating apps. I don't care if it's your Facebook. I don't care where it is. Your IGs, whatever. Just post it out there, guys. We will get a lot more fun people in the chat. It's always a good time in here, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Our first segment, and probably going to be along an ongoing segment on the show, is going to be our Alladdin updates. We are going to keep touch on how Alladdin is doing because Alladdin is now in Kyiv. Guys, he left. We had lunch with him less than a week ago. He left Monday to go to Ukraine. He is already in Kyiv. Everybody pray for Alladdin and his safety. It's not exactly the safest place in the world to be right now, but he's there to report to get you and me more of the truth because you can't trust the mainstream media to do so. And as Karen down there, who's normally with us, says, be safe, bud. Yes, Jack as well. Questionable Gardener. A lot of people here from the show and from other spaces that we do and the community all supporting Alladdin. Love to see it. And he was heading to the hotel, which he got to, and it turns out it is $20 a night. Not bad, I guess. I've seen better. But when you consider that it is in a war area, I guess it's not too bad. Artemisia in the chat. Yo. Hey, how's it going, Artemisia? Good to see you, as always. But yes, guys, he's in Kyiv. It's crazy. Says, do they include free meetings with Zelensky? Nope. Yeah, I doubt they would. He doesn't do anything for free, guys. He is milking the war machine for all it is worth. Why? Why would they have free meetings when they can charge you millions or billions of dollars to have meetings with him instead? Yeah, nothing is free when it comes to the corrupt, very corrupt Ukrainian politicians. And I'm not saying the Russians aren't corrupt either. They absolutely are. But for people to pretend that the Ukrainian government is some positive force in the world, it's not. The guy literally was playing a piano with his dick for entertainment. He's a comedian. He was installed in there to run that country. It's not good. Karen says, hey, Shell. Hey, Artie. What's up, Karen? Good to see you in the chat as well. Aladdin was walking around in Kyiv near his hotel. These people don't even have dryers to dry their clothes, and we Americans bitch about everything. Yeah, it turns out Grumpy Tech Bros, Mr. Twin Forces, who does wonderful work along with the Data Republican, their tooling has allowed Doge and many of us, regular normies, to look up government contracts and do all kinds of things. Follow the money, as Gardner so much loves to do. It says most of the world doesn't use dryers. Grok, when did dryers become a thing, and was it when more of the population was urban, or was it about cars? To which Aladdin responded, nerd. He said, it's in my username, man. Tech bro. Said clothes dryers date back to the early 1800s, hand-cranked models in France, but electric ones emerged in the 1900s. Widespread adoption post-World War II, driven by urbanization. Less space for line drying in cities and electrification of homes. Not directly tied to cars, but the suburban boom helped. Well, there we go. Still looks like the USSR. Yes, because it's still behind the old Iron Curtain, right? This is one of the former Soviet republics. I use republic loosely, like they did. Yeah, guys, most of the world doesn't use dryers. It does look like a Soviet era place. But what do you expect? It literally is. And then Aladdin here, to all the lazy Republicans who sat home on voting day, I want you to see this and feel ashamed for yourselves. These are pictures of Iraqis going to polls to vote in the worst conditions possible. Why? Because after decades of being deprived of freedom, they finally had a voice. Yep, just people's backs, standing in lines, having to be guarded by soldiers. Yeah. Meanwhile, most of the Americans are just like, well, I'm busy. I think a lot of voters take it for granted, but, I'm kind of okay with that because a lot of the people that do vote probably don't need to be voting. I think if anything, they need to make voting harder. Maybe tie it to either being like a net taxpayer, some sort of civil service or military requirement, like something. Service for citizenship. I wonder where that came from. Actually, Starship Troopers is post-military, probably one of my favorite documentaries to watch, guys. I mean, satirical documentaries. Starship Troopers is a great movie, guys. If you weren't in the military, you might not like it as much, but it is a wonderful movie. And then Aladdin drops this bomb right at the end, guys. Last post that I have for him tonight for the updates. In response to Candace Owens, who posted, Ben Shapiro took the stage last night with Megyn Kelly and lied through his teeth, said that I accused Eric Kirk of murdering Charlie Kirk. This quite literally is made up out of thin air. Looking forward to responding to him on my show later today. I bet you are. But instead, we have Aladdin's response says, FYI, Candace Owens' husband is an MI5 assets. I didn't say MI6 for a reason. If you doubt my claim, subpoena the records of her husband and his involvement in South Africa and Eastern Europe. You guys will thank me later. Yeah. So there's a little bit of a veiled threat there. You see, MI5 handles domestic threats inside the UK. Interesting. And basically, Aladdin came out and said, if you keep pushing this nonsense, Candace, I'm going to take time out of my trip in Ukraine, and I'm going to expose you, was essentially what he said. It will be very interesting to follow Aladdin in his saga going through Ukraine on his magic carpet while casting wizard spells as the terrorist Harry Potter himself. Says, oh, Karen, we need to use dye in the elections like Iraq did. Yeah. Yeah, guys, they literally permanent dye on the skin to mark people that have voted to keep them from voting twice. It eventually wears off, but this, it's like a indelible mark for days. You can't scrub it off. You can't wash it off. It's not a bad idea. How many people do you think vote more than once? They need to get rid of mail-in voting altogether. Unless you are a overseas deployed military person, I don't know why you need to mail in your vote. Go vote in person at the polls. present your ID and vote once. Just saying. Seems pretty easy. It's almost like we don't want to secure our elections, guys. Kara says Steven is a real one. He is. He was a lot of fun. Very nice. Very kind individual. Very smart. The discussions that we had at lunch last Saturday were very good. I'm looking forward to his return. I actually now have just behind the camera here a second camera that I am getting set up for my interview setup. It is over there. I'm not going to show it right now because my son is sleeping on the floor over there because long day. But yeah, looking forward to his return. Please return safely, sir. Not just so that we can have an interview for my show, but I genuinely just want you to return so we can have lunch again. It will be great. So we'll keep up with Aladdin, folks. Next, we've got catastrophes. We have an entire section. It's only three stories. Three stories. It's only three stories, folks. 3 stories about catastrophes. This one happened not long after the show just the other night, but a massive hazardous explosion took place at a chemical plant involving anhydrous ammonia. Residents were evacuated. Guys, if you don't live in the Midwest, I know you do, Karen, but like a lot of people don't know what anhydrous ammonia is. It's like literally what it says. It's ammonia, and it is completely devoid of moisture, and it will pull moisture out of everything, guys. Everything. If you inhale it into your lungs, it will pull the moisture out of your lungs. It's a very bad way to die, guys. People try and steal it to make meth. Like never be surprised what meth heads are willing to do, guys. They will drill holes in farmers' tanks to try and collect it. It is a fertilizer. It is also what was used in the Oklahoma City bombing. That's true. ANFO, right? Anhydrous ammonia and fuel oil. Just saying. ANFO, right? Yep, that stuff's pretty gnarly, guys. You'll see tanks and tanks of it driving around if you're ever in the Midwest, right after planting when they're all going and spraying their fields because corn consumes a lot of nitrogen. It is a nitrogen-fixing fertilizer. Very high. Obviously, it's anhydrous ammonia. It's the whole point is putting nitrogen in the soil. Diesel, and it makes fun stuff. Yes, Karen, we don't need to be giving out the recipes in the chat. My chat is going to be on a watch list. It says at this time, numerous emergency and hazmat crews are currently at the scene in Mississippi after a massive explosion at a chemical plant involving anhydrous ammonia. Residents have been evacuated as a thick orange toxic cloud rises over the area, and all residents are being urged to shelter in place. They are advising that the affected areas to leave their homes immediately while crews work to contain the situation. The cause of the explosion is currently unclear. What's up, Shell from Rumble? Thank you very much for supporting on the other platforms, guys. This was a follow-up for the video and the story we had from Wednesday where we had a UPS cargo flight crash. This is the video from the crash. This is over here in Louisville.
Oh my God!
Apparently, they're not English speaking. Somebody, ICE, go find these folks. So yeah, plane crash on takeoff, engine failure, not enough lift, complete catastrophe. Well, the update is we have at least 12 confirmed dead and 9 are still missing. This was an update from yesterday. But you can see there, guys, the ground, the scar that it left across the ground, guys. Absolutely wild. Not a whole lot of homes in there. Could have been a lot worse. What's up, Chad? Good to see you. Almost looks like a wrecking yard and some industrial stuff. But, guys, 12 confirmed dead. 9 still missing. It's rough, guys. Very rough. So, anhydrous ammonia explosion and UPS cargo plane. Those are our major catastrophes over the last 2 days. We also have another story that Gardner broke on the stream on Wednesday, and we'll cover that here in just a minute. There was an explosion in a car. It's not quite big enough to make the catastrophe yet, but hey, it is what it is. Kara says, hey, Chad, hope you had a great week. Yes, Chad, hope you had a great week. And I agree, by the way, about your post on culture. I hope that more people get to experience real culture in their lives. I've been to a few operas myself and musicals. They're wonderful. And then people try and turn around and say white culture doesn't exist. Ha! Anyways, moving on to immigration. Immigration, guys, Tommy Robinson posts a lot about immigration over in the UK, but Dorset police have revealed this.
Oh, they pretend to be women.
So blokes are pretending to be women?
They say they are women, yes. Yes, so they could do, I think something that really struck me, so Eritrea, most of the African applicants now are pretending to be Eritrean because Eritrea is the country they can't be sent back to. So Nikki said you asked the nationality question, what's the capital of Eritrea? What's the flag of Eritrea? Guess what? They've managed to look it up on the internet. It's amazing. So they're all pretending to be Eritreans. The reason they can't go back to Eritrea is because Eritrea has enforced military conscription. What's that got to do with us?
Oh, hang on a minute. So we can't send people back to Eritrea because if we sent them back there, they'd have to serve in their military.
Yes, that's the reason.
Why is that a problem?
That would be against their human rights.
Wait, no.
So they have...
Wait, what? That's against their human rights to have to serve in their own military? What? I mean, I didn't necessarily enjoy my time in my military, but like a violation of, I mean, okay, maybe it was a violation of human rights, but I also signed the line. Like I did it on voluntarily. Kara says that crazy bee, the New York mayor, said there is no culture without multiculturalism. Oh, wow.
We have to let them live here.
We have to let them live here because they can't, because someone else's country, and it's around the country. Just before I came on, Dorset police are looking at as 119 sexual prosecutions going through at the moment. 44% of those prosecutions are asylum seekers.
What? Hold on. Let's hear that again.
It's around the country. Just before I came on, Dorset police are looking at as 119.
So out of 119 cases that they're looking into,
sexual prosecutions going through at the moment, 44% of those prosecutions are asylum seekers.
44% are asylum seekers. Seems kind of high. Like maybe that number should be 0 because these people shouldn't be allowed to enter these countries. Guys, it's fraud. This is the UN and other globalist groups that are getting together and deciding to invade parts of the world on the behalf of the third world and destabilize our countries. Kara says, yes, don't ever let them convince you that illegal immigrants don't commit crime at high rates. I mean, it turns out all of them have committed some sort of an offense because they're all criminal illegal aliens.
Living in asylum hotels in Dorset.
That's just in Dorset. 42% of the crimes that they're investigating of a sexual nature in Dorset are from asylum seekers living in migrant hotels.
44.
It's almost like they're concentrating people in one area and it's putting the public at risk.
Oh, say that to me again.
It's 116 sexual offence cases in Dorset, of which 44%.
So we've imported 44% really of the alleged sex offences in Dorset.
Yes, yes.
Right, well done, everybody.
At our...
Well done, everybody. Good job. We did it. Or not. Like, can we just stop doing this, guys? Can our politicians please just stop putting us at risk? Stop putting our women at risk? Stop putting our daughters at risk? As Matt Van Swal here points out, England needs to wake up fast. You are importing people who hate you, your way of life, are murdering you, raping you, and you are paying them to do so. Wake up and take your country back. Yes, Carrot also points out, guys, Grok is still fairly woke. There's still way too much information in Grok that it references that is very woke and biased. Says that the Grok will cite a limited Texas study, but that is completely refuted by crime statistics from the prison population. Yes, I've actually seen you go back and forth and break it down on multiple occasions, Karen. And I love to see your posts where you go after people for claiming a bunch of nonsense and bullshit. So keep it up. I love reading those. Chad says, not to mention police departments marking everyone white, no matter what color they are, purposely skewing the data. Very good point. That is something that we are seeing more and more of. White people are being marked as white. Hispanics are being marked as white. Blacks are being marked as white. It turns out every time they say, yeah, but whites commit crimes at higher rates than blacks do, it's like, no, you're just misreporting the data. Like blatantly lying and misreporting the data. Shell says, yes, it's messed up, Chad. Yep. Cite darn voice to text. Karen, I'm impressed you're doing this well with voice to text. Every time I've ever tried to use voice to text, it comes out god awful. So you're doing a lot better than me. Karen also says, correct, Chad, an account Unbiased Crime Reports has been covering this for a long time. Hey, you mind linking me that account? I would like to at least follow them and probably pull some stories for my different segments. If you don't mind, Karen, that would be wonderful. We love you. Then, on the back of this post, I thought this one would be very well placed following the Tommy Robinson post about the immigration and importing their own demise. A British veteran breaks down on live TV, making these statements.
What does Remembrance Sunday mean for you? What is your message?
My message is, I can see in my mind's eye those rows and rows of white stones of all the hundreds of my friends and everybody else that gave their lives for what? The country of today. No, I'm sorry. The sacrifice wasn't worth the result that it is now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
What do you mean by that, though, at this point?
What we fought for, and what we fought for was our freedom. We find that even now it's darn sight worse than what it was when I fought for it.
Oh, Alec, I'm sorry you feel like that, because I want you to know that...
I'm sorry, is this lady trying to woman-splain to this man who just talked about remembering the rows and rows of grave markers from his friends and fellow combatants who fought for the freedom of that country, only to watch it being pilfered and destroyed and converted into this multiculturalist garbage? This woman's really about to try and explain to him how he's wrong. Like, I've got to hear this.
Because I want you to know that all the generations that have come since, including me and my children, are so grateful for your bravery and all that for service personnel. And it's our job now, isn't it, to make it the country that you fought for. You absolutely fought for.
Is it.
And we will do. We want to...
I'm so wonderful to know there are people like you that can spread the word around.
We will do.
Younger generation.
And I guarantee that everybody
I bet the brown guy sitting next to her disagrees with her.
watching at home will be wanting you to send lots of love. We've got another little bit special thing for you, Alec. We've got the D-Day darlings here. Come on over, guys. You've got a little special present for him.
Ooh.
Come and give it if you can.
The optics of this are just awful.
Thank you for all your many brave years of service and others like you.
This is our album, Alec, and I know you love a lot of the songs on there. And this is the least we can do. This is such a small thing, but, you know, we love you so much, Alec.
And it's all signed for you there as
These
well.
young ladies are like my own daughters.
What?
Oh. Like, it's still, the optics are just awful. Guys, the optics on it, it's like, hey, thanks for all you did. We converted your country into a shithole. Here's a signed CD. Like, it's one of the biggest fucking L's in history. Made me think a lot about my grandfathers that were both in the Army Air Corps. Yeah, I mean, my grandfather flew for Strategic Air Command for the Air Force. My father was a veteran in the Army. I was in the Navy. Like, I think similar things here, guys. Like, I look at the time, I didn't serve long, right? I was in for 5 years and change. post 9/11, fighting for something that that I actually believed in at the time, only to find out that the government is corrupt as hell and that they threw us into the Middle East into a meat grinder because of, just like the first time, oil and other bullshit. But then to fight and unite around retaliating for the attacks on 9/11, to turn around and see New York City elect a fucking Muslim, Islamist, communist, blows my mind. Karen says, can you imagine what he thinks when he walks down the street of London and sees a majority are immigrants? Not only immigrants, but like Chad pointed out and other people have pointed out in Spaces and other places in articles. Guys, how many hijabs and burqas, how many niqabs do you see now when you walk around in Europe? How many calls to prayer do you hear? That's Islamic calls to prayer. Do you hear now in Europe? Chad was 100% correct, and it happened so fast. Yes, it did, Karen. It absolutely did. And guys, it's heartbreaking to watch this guy. Him remembering his fallen brethren and now looking at the country around him is crazy. And in follow-up, guys, here we go. This stupid commie wins, and the first thing he does is ask for your money.
Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. Oh, and...
So he literally starts soliciting for donations again. But as Maurice points out, he's asking today, but he'll be taking it tomorrow. Because that's how communism works, guys. When people stop giving voluntarily, they will start taking it. Because they will need more and more resources to continue redistributing. They were in Times Square celebrating, calling for a Muslim takeover in Sharia law. It's absolutely insane. That should never be permitted in this country. In fact, our very own Gardner here has a great post as a follow-up to this. Charlie was not only the best of us, he saw what was coming. He was out in front of it. He assembled a great team at Turning Point, and I hope they can reproduce his foresight into what lies ahead and stay the course for what he was doing in America.
Spiritual battle is coming to the West, and the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combining with Islamism to go after what we call the American way of life.
Oh, weird. You mean like electing a communist Islamist? Oh.
And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike till the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low-crime neighborhood, not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school, while also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day.
Yeah, that's it. That's basically it, guys.
That's important. We want the American way of life.
Yes.
Which is, by the way, Christendom.
Yes.
Christians, our sacrifice, our toil, our vision, the outgrowth of the scriptures gave us Western civilization.
Yes. Notice it didn't start anywhere else. Where are the other great religions of the world spawning the modern revolution and the modern way of life that we see coming out of Christendom and the United States?
And this is where I think is a great rallying cry. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, doesn't matter if you're Asian, doesn't matter if you're black or white. Everybody, if you are Christian and Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, these two threats are combining forces to come after us. And it's time that the church stands and rises up against it.
Yep.
Yeah. Guys, the West needs to start standing up for itself. We absolutely need to put up barriers. We need to say no to the globalism. We do. Let's see. Shell, Charlie was right about a lot. We miss him. Yeah, it hasn't been that long, guys. We do miss him. Karen, just look at the global attack on Christians going on currently. Yeah, guys, Christians are being hunted and massacred. It's crazy. As Shell points out, it's absolutely insane, guys. More immigration stories, guys. It's not just the Muslims that are destroying us. It's also the other people. You have criminal aliens invading that don't want to be part of our culture. They don't follow our laws. They don't respect our way of life. Watch this clip real quick. We have a 20-year-old Javo here, whatever, received a summons from Aurora police after trying to cut off a fire truck responding to an emergency, resulting in a crash and 3 firefighters in the hospital. So if you have people that don't follow traffic rules, don't understand, and they're causing traffic collisions that then delay emergency response that are going to probably try to save lives, but now they're being obstructed because you're idiots. He's also driving without insurance or a registration. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Karen says, right now, South Korea and Japan are the only safe places you can support Christian theology without fear. It's mind-boggling. And the new pope has even been silent. Guys, the new pope is a communist. The new pope is stupid. All the popes lately have been just communist globalists. Like, it's almost like they're being installed by the globalists. Like Catholicism and oh God, don't even get me started. The Orthodox religions used to be a haven. They used to be a wonderful thing, guys. But it seems like these Orthodox religions are also being taken over and repurposed for globalism. And I hate it. Essentially, in my opinion, they're just cults at this point. A lot of them. I'm sure there's a couple of good, like, independent or smaller churches that are affiliated with the Catholic Church, but like overall big Catholic, guys, it's not good. Carrie says, sorry, but this makes me angry. Yeah. Yep. Illegals driving, the Christians being massacred, all of it. It's all kind of messed up, man. Here we got Christy Noam. Well, I can't play that. I guess I'll move this to the post YouTube segment because that's a song that will immediately get the stream taken down. So we will get back to that. This one, a nice little thing in here, a little joke from Alpha Fox, who has been joining us the last couple of shows. That's been a lot of fun. So thank you very much, Alpha. New York, OK Karen just became OK Quran. See, Karen, this should make you at least a little bit happy because now we won't be calling them Karens anymore. We'll be calling them Qurans. So there's that. Like, you got to look at the positives, I guess, in the situation. Also, the reference to don't mess with the Zohan. Also interesting. Please reshare the live, everyone. Yes, please. In fact, you were right ahead of schedule because I was just getting to that. Please check out the profile, check out the website, check out our live schedule, and repost the live to every platform that you can. Thank you very much for bringing that up, Karen. We love you. And remember, Karens are no longer the evil people. It's now the Qurans. Burn a Quran. Don't burn a Karen. Please. Yeah, guys, share out the live. Check out the schedule. Support in any way that you can afford to. If you can't afford to do so monetarily, I still highly encourage you to go over to my Rumble channel and to my YouTube channel and subscribe there to show your support. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, just leave me a message. Like some of my comments, like posts, whatever. Any way that you can support that helps. Most of those are free. So I appreciate all of your support, and I appreciate you reposting the live stream. So thank you. We're going to get into government, guys. First story, government waste. We got Doge. Great to see continued cross-agency coordination on 8A. Fraud by Secretary Bessent. In accordance with the U.S. GSA, that has facilitated the termination and non-renewal of 17 wasteful contracts from the USDA, the U.S. Treasury, U.S. Energy, and Department of War with a total savings of $75 million. A lot more work to do, but it's a good start. Yes, it is. Keep it up, guys. As Shell points out, very top comment there. Great work, guys. Keep it up. O'Keefe Media Group with a well done. Yeah, guys. Doge is still doing work. Just because it's not as visible, just because Elon's not working there anymore, doesn't mean they stopped. Right? Keep supporting these accounts. Keep following what they're posting. Post in the Doge community. Right? Gardner is one of their moderators. Go check it out. Any of these, if you're helping out California Doge and doing any state level Doge work, post those also to the Doge community up there. Post them to the topic exchange. Post them everywhere you can. help spread the word that we are still doing work to help fight government corruption and spending on nonsense. Jack says, I'm down with a bonfire made of Qurans. Jack, welcome to the chat. How's it going? What a fiery entrance. Guys, this one's great. Steve Loves Ammo posted this one out. This is outstanding. This is how you talk to politicians. Let's hear it.
I'm the father of the small child and the woman that were hit by the 90-mile-an-hour driver. And this commission has remained silent. You! What's wrong with you? You had Harry Falk send me an email saying you wouldn't discuss the case with me? You would only discuss it with a woman with a traumatic brain injury? Are you nuts? That's my son. I'm the father. You threatened me with arrest if I continued to call the DA asking questions. I have humbly asked them.
Sir, you're here to address the board, not the people here.
Okay, then.
You might want to have just let him talk to the people. I have a feeling he's not going to be too respectful, but it doesn't sound like he should be. Just saying.
Here.
Okay, then let's talk about you, asshole.
That is a great start. Let's start that over again.
Threaten me with arrest if I continue to call the DA asking questions. I have humbly asked them.
Sir, you're here to address the board, not the people here.
Okay, then let's talk about you, asshole. You've blocked me from free speech, not a fighting word, protected. Pipe down, Eric. You have blocked me from 4...
Hey, pipe down, Eric.
Down, Eric. You have blocked me from 4 public forums. All of you are going 42, 1983. I'm ripping your qualified immunity right off of you, sir. Oh, it's coming, buddy. You're a smug one. The clock is ticking.
Ooh-wee. The guy should be press secretary. Yeah, that guy didn't care at all. He was just like, bet. How about you, a-hole? Oh, man. Topic exchange was a great time on Tuesday, Karen. You are correct. And again, at the very, very end, I fell asleep. Guys, Tuesday late nights are so difficult. I'm usually up until about midnight, and then if it goes any longer, I'm not much good for you. But yeah, guys, love it. This is how you talk to politicians. Don't take their crap. Don't take their woke nonsense. None of it. White House here post, my fellow Americans, our movement is far from over. In fact, our fight has only just begun. Yes. Top comment there. Yes, it has. New York City has fallen. Yeah, the fight has started, guys. Absolutely. You got this. November 5th, the American people reclaimed the government. We restored our sovereignty. This was in 2024 for the election. We rescued our economy. We regained our liberty. Together, we saved our country. President Trump. Oh, and this is going to be another song video, guys. We're going to move this to the end of the show, post YouTube, because I don't want to get the stream demonetized. Just reasons. We'll cover it at the end, guys. I'm going to drop YouTube at the very end, and we will watch those. It'll be fun. Donald Trump here, posted out by J.D. Vance himself. I have asked the DOJ to immediately begin investigating meatpacking companies who are driving up the price of beef through illicit collusion, price fixing, and price manipulation. We will always protect our American ranchers, and they are being blamed for what is being done by majority foreign-owned meatpackers who artificially inflate prices. Yeah, guys, the price of ground beef is kind of getting crazy. The price of steaks is out of control. Action must be taken immediately to protect the customers, combat illegal monopolies, and ensure corporations are not criminally profiting at the expense of the American people. I am asking the DOJ to act expeditiously. Thank you for your attention in this matter. Yes, thank you. You got here, Secretary of War Hegseth. More kinetic strikes on narco terrorists, guys. Gotta love it. Here, fishermen. Those blue barrel fishermen. Yo. 1 second he's there. The other second he's not. Like, whoo. I've got to wonder, really. Like, what are they using? Are they using Hellfire missiles? Like, is that what they're using? Because a lot of the Reaper drones and stuff carry those. Either way, it looks awful. Kara says, why does YouTube suck? YouTube sucks because it's owned by Google and Alphabet. So, yeah. Remember the backlog of meat processing in Vermont or New Hampshire story you covered? Yes, I do, Karen. Very good point. Yes. Yes. We also just need to get the whole USDA inspectors out of the meatpacking industry, guys. If you watch Off Grid, Off Grid, the documentary from Thomas Massey, that was actually very eye-opening when it came to meatpacking because he is a private small rancher, and he talks a little bit in that documentary about what it's like to try and sell steaks to people. You have to pay to have the inspector present in your plant all the time, and they have to certify your beef. They have to do all their inspections, but at your expense as the meat packer, which means small-time people cannot afford to have a full-time inspector on staff, so they can't sell. Like, we need to get rid of some of those regulations, guys. As long as it's sold inside of that community, they need to get out of the way. Philibonti says, it's as simple as this. Look, how to win an election. Promise free stuff. That's it. That's step one. Promise free stuff. That's how Mamdani wins. Right there. That's how communism wins, guys. They just promise free stuff. They promise you stuff that you'll never have to work for. And then they win elections. And then we're stuck with communists. Because a bunch of liberal white women love communism. You got here, Shutdown. Here's some news for the Shutdown. Karen says it goes back to the 1970s when all mom and pop places got bought up or went out of business. One of the grandparents I mentioned was a meat packer. Oh, interesting. Says, hey, West Virginia, my favorite Appalachian brother. Welcome, West Virginia. Senate Republicans here, we did fail to bring down the cost of health care. Well,
and I owe you an answer on why it is I'm standing here today asking to extend something that was temporary. And here's the reason. We did fail to bring down the cost of health care.
Yep, that's it. That's it. The Affordable Care Act failed. And because the cost of health care continued to go up, the government had to subsidize the difference. It's not sustainable, guys. The Unaffordable Care Act needs to be repealed immediately. We don't want to keep bailing the program out. We just need to get rid of it. Rip the Band-Aid off and get rid of it. You got here more from the Senate Republicans. Americans are begging Democrats to end the shutdown because it is the Democrat shutdown, guys. It is the Schumer shutdown, the sombrero shutdown. Here's a list of organizations calling for them to vote with us to open the government. Americans want Democrats to pass the clean CR and reopen the government. That is a long list of organizations, guys. I'm sure there's a bunch in there that are just BS organizations or small, irrelevant organizations that they're taking credit for, but who cares? The Schumer shutdown should end. They voted over 14 times to keep the government shut down. Now SNAP benefits have been cut. And what? It's not going well. Jack says, I had a doctor complaining about CMS requirements today, and I was like, well, it's in the Affordable Care Act. Don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Sorry, man. Obamacare said that. You've got to do it. The ACA was written and passed by the Democrats, same as the expiration of the insane subsidies, just like they have voted 15 times for the shutdown. Yeah. They literally extended the subsidies into what would be the next administration, assuming that the next administration would probably be a Republican one, and then they could use it as a lever. If it was a Democrat that was in office, I guarantee you these would have been extended. No problem, right? They would have just signed it away, but now they want to use it as a tool to try and get leverage and gain popularity. Can't let them do it.
We have to remain liquid. We can't give everything away based on a number. Here's an example. When I was president, the number that you're talking about was a tiny fraction of what it is now. Biden went totally crazy, gave it to anybody that would ask, gave it to people that were able-bodied, had no problem.
Yeah, it was like a 40% growth in the program under Biden's administration alone.
Anybody that would ask, we get the number, and it's many times the number of people are on. This wasn't meant for that. It was meant for people that had real problems. In many cases, people that were down and out, people that could be saved. It wasn't meant for people that could do whatever they want, the people that say, well, I don't think I'll work, I'll just, collect this money. Take a look at the number of what it was during my administration and what it was during the Biden administration. It went up many, many times my first term. We have to remain liquid. We can't get...
Yeah, guys, these programs were never designed to support able-bodied people that just didn't feel like showing up to work. Like, why? Why should we pay for people that can work? It doesn't make any sense to me why we would. So we shouldn't. We absolutely shouldn't. The emergency USDA budget's $5 billion because it's based on a pre-Biden spending, and it takes $9 billion a month. Holy buckets. Yeah, that's why there's not enough money to do what the Democrats are saying Trump could do. It's a complete lie. Just like most of the other things that the Democrats say. So I think it's time for them to watch the filibuster. Well, let's see what he says.
I think it's time for them to end the filibuster and just put everybody back to work. Vote in voter ID, vote in no mail-in voting except for military, faraway military, and people that are very sick.
Maybe.
No, I'd like to see one-day voting. I'd like to see not 65 days of voting.
California.
From all over the place. No, I'd like to clean up the elections. The border, we've done a great job. We have a great, strong border now. I'd like to see new rules on immigration that can be fair and good, but rules that you'll never get, rules that they're never going to get. There's so many things we could put in, including tax cuts that we could get, and we could do it all ourselves. But to do that, you have to end the filibuster.
Yeah. You have to end the filibuster, guys. I'm still not totally on board with this. It's going to be very dangerous, but Trump's also made the point, and it's a good point, that the Democrats are going to do this immediately when they get back into power, guys. If they get the majority, the filibuster's gone. Do you really think they're going to just let the Republicans stand in their way anymore? Nah. Says they were, let's see. Karen says they were relenting. They relented and said the Treasury will find the $4 billion difference, but they have appealed to the Supreme Court with the question of what happens December 1st if the shutdown continues as well. What's the difference between November 1st and December 1st, Karen?
Filibuster is, and they'll do it too. They'll immediately do it. What they're going to do is, what the Democrats will do is they're going to make Puerto Rico a state.
Yep.
They're going to make D.C. a state.
Yep.
They're going to pack the court.
Yep.
They're going to end up with more electoral votes. They're going to end up with 4 senators because of the 2 states. And they're going to do this 100%. They would have done it except Manchin and Sinema got in their way.
Yep.
They would have done it.
Yep. No lies detected, guys. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Trump, guys, but the guy has good points, right? Kara says the money will be gone. Oof. That'll be unfortunate.
Remember, Republicans, regardless of the Schumer shutdown, the Democrats will terminate the filibuster the first chance they get.
Yes.
They will pack the Supreme Court of the United States, pick up 2 states, that's a lot of states, and add at...
Yeah, guys, 2 states gives them a handful of representatives and 4 more senators.
At least 8 electoral votes. Their 2 objectors are gone. Remember, Sinema and Manchin, they're gone. Don't be weak. Don't be stupid, Republicans.
I have a feeling, because they have a long history of being so, Mr. Trump, that they're going to continue to be dumb and retarded. Because the Republicans, for the most part, are just part of the uniparty, just like the majority of the Democrats. They're part of the entrenched political class. They care about themselves and their friends. They care not about you and me. They care not about this country. So I don't really expect that the Republicans will do this. I have zero faith left in them. Leader Thune, Speaker Johnson, pussies. Like, that's all there is to it. Last time I checked from Jack, emergency funds were for unforeseen circumstances. I think we can all agree that the need to eat is well foreseen. Making a lifestyle to feed yourself should be up there on the list of foreseen priorities. Yes. Artemisia says, it's craziness. Correct, Jack. The last two shutdowns funds were pre-allocated by Congress, but Democrats refused to do it this time.
Fight, fight, fight. Win, win, win. We will immediately end the extortionist shutdown, get all of our agenda passed, and make life so good for Americans that these deranged Democrat politicians will never again have the chance to destroy America.
Yeah, they don't want that. Like, they don't want it. Like, it sounds good, but like the people that are in charge, the people in Congress don't want what Trump is talking about here for us. They don't want it. If they did, they would have acted on it. They've been off more this year than they've been in their offices doing work. Like, I don't trust that the government of either side wants what he's talking about. I want what he's talking about here. I want it. I'm sure you want it, but the legislature doesn't.
They tried to destroy your country. Republicans, you will rue the day that you didn't terminate the filibuster. Be tough, be smart, and win. This is much bigger than the shutdown. This is the survival of our country. Terminate the filibuster, and let's live the great life that this country is capable of living.
Yes. I'm completely 100% on board with what he's saying. But like I said, I have zero faith that the legislature gives a crap about you and me at all. And as it says here, he will. Absolutely. They will. As soon as they get back into power, guys, end the filibuster and enact all kinds of globalist communist nonsense. Kara says that's why if we eliminate the filibuster, it needs to be on an expiration so that it returns before the end of Trump's term. I mean, at a minimum, Karen, at a minimum. Yes. At a very minimum, yes. It needs to be reinstated, but that doesn't keep them from just canceling it again. So we're going to end government, end the stories on shutdown and get into the stories on violence, guys. We have a couple of these. Multiple people fallen ill, taken to the hospital at Joint Andrews military base today after a suspicious package was delivered containing a powdery substance still being investigated. Says, oh my gosh, that's not good. Now we have Mr. Bigham's Harold, is anthrax bad? Meanwhile, the hazmat crews, yeah. Is it cocaine? Is it anthrax? Don't know. But they might be recycling the 2001 anthrax psyop. You never know. But yeah, it's bad, guys. They're delivering packages with powdery substances. People are getting sick. Sounds a little bit like terrorism, maybe. Maybe it's a false flag. Who knows? But I'm here to report it. When we get an update, I'll update you guys on it. But that's all the information we had before the show started. So here we are. We have this one. Dontavion Craig has been arrested a mind-boggling 51 times, was just arrested again yesterday for assaulting a woman in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was released from jail 10 hours ago. When will this stop? That hairstyle is wild, guys. He's got the balding on top, the poofy on the sides, the dreadlock-looking things in the back. Like, is this considered a mullet? Can somebody please let me know, is this considered a mullet? I feel like it kind of is. I'm just saying. We've been under attacks. We've been under slow attack like this for a long time by some foe, probably China, like their eco attacks. It's somebody. It's somebody globalist for sure. Just want to make this very clear. Dontavion Craig has at least 10 times for assaulting a woman. I have found at least 3 of those cases he allegedly strangled and kidnapped her. Why on earth are we letting this man out on the streets? Assault by strangulation, false imprisonment, and assault of a female. Absolutely crazy, guys. As he points out, Or as a conservative Carolina girl, they don't care about the citizens. I'm convinced they want pure chaos in the streets. Yes, that's exactly what they want. That's exactly what they want. A skullet. Okay, yes, because he's balding on top. That makes sense. I'm down with it. It is a skullet. Thank you, Shell. It's called domestic terrorism. Yes, yes, it is. They are trying to keep you afraid and in fear for political gain. That's basically the textbook definition of terrorism. So thank you for calling that out. And as Matt Van Swall here points out, guys, when I first started covering this, I assumed it was rare and horrifying. Now I understand the truth. It is not rare and is far more horrifying than I could have ever imagined. Violent rapists, sexual assaulters are being let out onto the streets of North Carolina every day. Mr. Skullet here, 51 times prior arrest. Then we get into this, guys. Van Swall again, North Carolina, guys. I've effing had it. 4 repeat offenders. I repeat, 4 repeat offenders. I'm not going to repeat that 4 times. In Charlotte, North Carolina, shot and killed a 4-year-old boy, and prosecutors are declining the death penalty. These men were arrested a combined 23 times, and they killed a 4-year-old. Wake up. Open your eyes, please. I'm sorry for cursing. I just don't know how many more of these need to happen before something changes. I have a 5-year-old boy. I can't imagine losing him like this. Something has to give. We don't have to live like this. We can't keep living like this. Yeah, guys, Sassafras has the point. It is time to arrest the prosecutors. It's time to arrest the judges. Whenever they let one of these people out and they commit a crime, the judge that lets him out should be held accountable. That's it. Grumpy Tech Bro is going to scrape North Carolina arrest records and post all of the multi-arrests. Ho-ho! That will be great. Him and Unbiased Crime Reports are the only ones hammering this and the race classification issue. Yeah, guys, it's true. Like, I've seen it multiple times, guys. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I bet it's not just happening in Charlotte. I bet you a lot of money that this is happening in every major city, folks. Every single one. And in the last story in the violence section, like I said, I covered this earlier. We didn't talk about it in Catastrophe because at the time we didn't have enough updates. But a vehicle exploded and caught fire in the Bronx, injuring multiple FDNY firefighters. NYPD shut down the area and called in the bomb squad, and they are investigating the cause. One day after the election, I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh! Damn, let's watch that again. Woo! Yep, something exploded. Dang. Or maybe deflagrated. It's hard to tell. Didn't sound like an explosion. It might have just been a violent deflagration. Jack says, we arrest servers for over-serving alcohol. Why don't we arrest judges for releasing violent offenders? Yes, absolutely, Jack. That sounds great. Gardner says he and Van Swall are teaming up. That is awesome news. That will be great, Gardner. As Karen says, the cause... man dummy effect. Yeah, that is a fireball, guys. Like, there is no questioning that. We're going to get into culture because I'm just a little bit tired of violence, and we're going to get off on culture. Or that's bad phrasing. Bad phrasing. Hang on. Try that one again. We are going to jump into the culture section with this hilarious video of a guy approaching Representative Mr. McBride on Capitol Hill.
Timothy McBride. Timothy, I'm Joseph Philip Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
Hopefully you don't have child porn on your phone. Better not be a pedophile.
Sir,
God's watching you, man.
could you please give us some space?
And what you do on Capitol Hill, I'll come back to you. Jesus is watching you, Timothy McBride, you man.
This is how you talk to politicians. The phrasing was awful, Karen. Do not support the phrasing.
How dare you act like a woman out here?
Please.
How dare you?
How dare you? Keep clutching your pole, sir, but you know what? It's still funny. Hi, Tim. Yep. Actually, that we needed a Jenica introduction. Hello, Tim. Oh God, this one was submitted by Shell. So thank you very much. Artemisia loving it. I thought it was quite funny. We love them both, guys. Erica Kirk and DJ Daniel embrace backstage at the Fox Nation Patriot Awards. Yes, wonderful. Some of our favorite people. Little DJ, a hero. I've loved him ever since the State of the Union when the Democrats refused to stand at all for him. You know, being a cancer survivor. Just saying, they have no heart. They've got to adhere to their ideology so strictly they can't even clap for a cancer surviving child. Yeah. Did I see DJ and his dad's video today? If you want to link it, I'll pull it up. I did not. I did see this though. Is this the one you're talking about? This is it looks like an awards. We got an award show here. 13-year-old battling brain cancer received the Young Patriot Award.
Welcome this year's Young Patriot Award recipient, DJ Daniels, and his father, Theodis.
Hell yeah.
How you doing? Congratulations.
I'll tell you.
Oh, my favorite little man throws up the heart. Oh, I love it. Well deserved, buddy.
DJ, you want to say a few words?
No. Please just say no.
Well, I do like to thank everybody for being here. And my dad is running for Congress, but I did not like those Democrats being mean to my dad. They kept him out of debates. I mean, and I already said this on the interview. If you scared to debate the man, that's all you got to say, unless you want to be a hater.
Oh, man. Great speech, little man. Great speech. That was so good. You know, my dad is running for Congress. Yes. Yes, he is. Karen sent the link. Let's pull it up. MAGA Voice posted it, I guess. Let's see. Oh, here we go. No, I did not see this one. Let's watch this. The liberal woman harassing DJ Daniel, a child with cancer, and his dad. Wow, liberals are the rudest people on earth. Protect DJ Daniel at all costs.
So you were waiting on my car for what? Because you don't know how to drive? Because I don't know how to drive? You were stopped in the middle of a lane with no signals on. With no signals on.
You're a stereotypical black woman that nobody likes to deal with.
Okay.
Okay, you are a Jasmine Crockett type.
Okay.
Oh my God, he just came at her with a Jasmine Crockett type.
And look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, he said I'm Jasmine Crockett type.
You're Jasmine Crockett type.
Got it.
Nasty masculinity needs to...
The nasty masculinity, get him.
Go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, anything you want to say, that's fine. Anything you want to say to the
Anything else?
Go ahead. I don't really care.
Anything else?
Yeah.
This is insane. For anybody. You don't know me. So how you doing?
Nah, for real, is this a skit?
How you doing?
What's going on? What are you going?
First of all,
why is DJ bothered for?
Why
you know who that is?
I don't give a damn who he is.
You don't know who that is?
I don't give a damn who he is. I didn't.
Like, ma'am, check yourself.
Ask who he was.
You don't need to be
bothered. That don't mean nothing
We're not
to
bother
me.
DJ. You need to go.
I'm not going nowhere. I came here
You're
to
being
go.
asked to leave.
Am I being asked to leave by who are you?
Yeah, you're being asked to leave right now.
Okay, so no, we'll wait on my dad to get here. I'm not bothering anybody. He came and leaned on my car because he almost hit my car, and I asked him not to do that. He said, actually, I didn't almost hit your car. I was doing something, so and so, but he didn't have any hazards on.
Got a lot going on. He doesn't need this.
That doesn't have anything to do with me, though. You're gonna respect me, so don't worry about it. My dad's on the way. I don't play that.
My dad's on the way. What kind of grown woman, child, Jasmine Crockett thing is this? That's crazy. Carrot says, I knew you would like it. I did. That was very enjoyable. Thank you for posting that one out. That's wild, guys. It's like, I don't care who he is. It's like, ma'am, just check yourself, please. We're moving on, going in further into culture, guys. Lectern guy was visiting Vegas and posted this one, which is wild. He's literally laying on a second-story support in a large hotel room, what looks like sleeping, wearing a mask. If this isn't culture, people, I don't know what is. Lectern guy had a couple of very funny posts today, guys, but remember, Crockett is a fraud and was extremely privileged. Yes, Karen, we have not forgotten that she is actually highly educated and very, very, very polite and upstanding, rich, elitist member of society who only pretends to be a hood rat for street cred and support. Yes, thank you for the reminder. But look at this. Not only do we have Lectern guy, we also have Mr. Tony Moon, the OG rooftop Korean. They went and did a range day. Guys, absolutely crazy. Great group of guys. Like, if you're going to follow a group of guys, this is the group to follow. Absolutely crazy. Check them out. And not only that, they have a rooftop simulator, guys. Like, Tony Moon here pointing out, as the OG rooftop Korean, what is not to love about a range that has a rooftop simulator? Fantastic. Thank you, Staccato Vegas. They call it code switching. Yes, they do, Karen. Yes, they do. Jasmine Crockett, absolutely. And Kamala Harris and most. Hillary Clinton, even, guilty of code switching. It's very interesting, guys. But a rooftop simulator, so you can pretend to be a rooftop Korean yourself. Just go to Staccato Vegas. I also love the fact that he has a shirt that says Los Angeles Roof Korean Security established 1992. This was during the L.A. Rodney King riots, is where the rooftop Koreans were famous. It's a sloped roof. I thought it was impossible to climb, according to the Secret Service. He said, I wore special shoes. Oh, man. Did you see his reply where he said he was hunting? I did not. Now I'm looking for it. Someone says, in your natural habitat. Yes. Yeah, guys, this is wonderful. You're talking about Lectern guy's posts. Which post are you talking about, Karen? If you want, just send me a link. I'll go to it real quick. Guys, more culture, because if anything's culture, it's Sydney. But let's watch this real quick video from Sydney Sweeney.
Of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like,
oh God, the word salad is so bad. She looks bored already. Let's listen to that again. Just watch Sydney's facial expression, because I know you'll watch her face anyway.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that
she just looked at her and did that. Like, you saw, like, just watch. I know I don't have to tell you this, guys, but watch Sydney Sweeney's chest.
Content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like, white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like, that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Basically, like, yeah, I don't really care to talk about that. And if I have an issue I want to talk to you about, I'll tell you. That's my answer. Suck a nut. Jack says, LOL, you'll know what I need you to know, numbnuts. Yeah, that's a very good translation. It's a wonderful translation, actually. To which Phil Labonte pointed out the era of the struggle session is over. And it's good to see it end because, well, struggle sessions aren't good. So Some were deterring, others went hunting. I went hunting. Okay. Fillet and release. And I mean, you guys weren't setting out to kill bad guys, just deter them from your business, right? 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 Just deterring, right? He's like, some were deterring, others were hunting. I went hunting. Better to be predator than prey, guys. Right here, top comment. Better to be predator than prey. He says, always. Always. Gardner, also with a link, guys. You guys are just dropping links like crazy. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I just got music. I can't. I'll play it muted. Oh, that's so creepy how similar that is. Are we sure they're not the same person? Yeah. Ooh, Gardner. Great post. Great post. And then, Amiri King. I think that's how you pronounce it, guys. I don't know. Amiri. Whatever. Good morning, fellow white people. Play it to the end. Okay. I will reopen it and I will play it at the end after when we get off YouTube because it has music. Understand? I will play it at the end for you after we drop YouTube. Amiri King, Amiri. I don't know. How do you guys pronounce this? Anyone? Anyways, remember, it's okay to be white. No matter what the media tells you or how hard the left tries to demonize you, you come from a culture of greatness. Aristotle, Shakespeare, Tesla, Da Vinci, Newton, Darwin, Twain, Mozart. You have contributed more to humanity than all other races combined. Being white is a great thing. Behave accordingly. Amory? Okay. Thank you, Jack. He's a bit of a strange one, just FYI. I'm fine with that. I don't mind it, but it's a decent message, right? Don't apologize for being white, folks. As Chad pointed out in his culture post, guys, people need to experience culture. In fact, let me see if I can find that one real quick, because that post was pretty fire. Shouldn't be too far down Chad's posts. Yes, this one right here. And I will play this also at the end of the show. But guys, I have had the privilege of working hard and seeing moments of culture that are only read about in books. I am thankful for that opportunity. Yes. Karen says, are you suggesting I am not a pro? I don't know what that means. Are you insinuating that you are not a pregnant, retarded ostrich? I don't know. Gotta love the old pros. Adrian Dittman, community notes for the win. This is a healthy 26-year-old body, folks. In case you didn't know. In case you needed to be told that this is healthy. To which the community note that apparently has been removed. Is it? Did they actually remove the community note? That's wild. It was there when I started the show. But this is it. Adrian already posted it. It says, the prominent abdominal fat suggests obesity, which increases risks for metabolic disorders, heart disease, and reduced longevity even in youth. And then posts a link to the CDC stats on obesity. I bet you enough people mass reported it as being not helpful that they removed it, guys. But that's not healthy. Kara says, are you suggesting I'm not, white? Did your autocorrect get you again? Kara says, Instagram is the worst thing that has ever been developed. The only thing healthy in that picture is the plant behind the whale. Oh, Jack. Yes. I mean, you're not wrong. It's just a very interesting way of putting that. Thank you very much for that. We got a wonderful start of our meme section, guys. A wonderful start of our meme section. Alpha Fox has just been on fire lately with Sweeney content. Yep. Sweeney content, guys. I'm not even tired of it yet. Keep it up. Says, hi, President Trump. Sydney, what are you doing here? Says, I'm living rent-free here, too. Cool. It's inside of the Democrats' heads. Yeah, 100%, guys. This whole thing is completely rent-free. Also, this cartoon by SKS Cartoon, you absolutely should be following them. Quite funny. Let's see. We got this one was submitted by Gardner last show, but I went ahead and put it up here again today because it needs to be. The goats fleeing New York City today. This was after the election. This makes complete and total sense. Goats are on the run, folks. And you wonder why? It's because Mamdani. Yeah, the Muslims are going to just chase them all. They're going to, try and help them over the fence as they do. Ugh. This one supplied by Jack. Thank you very much for this submission. Democrat voters eating up every lie that they are fed like they are trying to supplement their food stamps. Whew, yes. Thank you for that submission. Thank you very much. We have some Karen memes. Karen memes are always a good time, guys. Karen memes. Then when the subsidies expire, we'll blame it on the Republicans. Yes, we talked about this earlier. This was engineered to be this way, folks. The Democrats set it up. The Democrats passed the law. The Democrats passed the subsidy and when it would expire. They are responsible for all of it. And then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, kid. I need this for leverage. This is the SNAP funding for the poor, hungry kid. Yes, Chuck, it is your shutdown. Great cartoon. Here is loud and clear. We will step over every homeless American to give illegal aliens everything. This is effectively what they are doing. Yeah, Karen, how did you know I was going to put that meme out there? How did you know? I didn't tell you ahead of time. That's wild. Also, this one, guys, is an oldie but goodie. Keeps coming back around, but you know what? It should, because it's basically, I think, what the nose ring is for. I can't think of any other good use for it, but liberal white women just like being led around by the nose, I guess. Is what it is. Also, guys, these are the people trying to convince me that MAGA is a cult. Yeah. It's interesting how that works, isn't it, Karen? It's always the group of acolytes that are rigidly adhering to a certain group's ideology that then call you, oh, that's right, iron law of projection, sir or ma'am. The iron law of projection and the iron rule of hypocrisy remain undefeated. And as we pointed out earlier, I do see the resemblance in this picture. Do you guys? It's uncanny. Yep, that's it. That's what the nose ring is. That's what it's for. Uncanny resemblance. People aren't allowed to speak in public without handlers. Calling MAGA a cult is hilarious. Yes, that's right. They do have handlers, guys. If you see any of the protests, there are paid actors that are handlers that are on the street that as soon as a reporter actually tries to interact with anybody in the protest, they inject themselves in there and they try to obstruct and interfere. They are absolutely handlers, and then they call us a cult. This one says, Dad realizes the new generation is cooked.
What the fuck? You gotta say water. Water.
Guys, just step on it.
Now. Now. Look, bro. You just walk up to it. You gotta walk up to it. What the fuck? You gotta say, Daddy, please. How'd you do that?
Oh, Karen, that's messed up. But you know what? I'm all about it. You absolutely should haze your children. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Thank you for sharing that. That one was great. All right, let's see. Do we have anything? Garter keeps sending them on the encrypted channel, so we'll pull those up here in just a second. Any other ones? Any other ones? All right, going once, going twice. We're going to go into the encrypted chat. This one is for Karen. Oh, yes, yes. He already said sorry, bro, for this one. So ahead of time, guys, he said sorry. I know he's not actually sorry for this one, but we're going to play it anyway.
On your own. Guys, if you found this video on your own, congratulations, you are a legend.
So that's not us because Gardner sent it to us. So I did not find this video on our own. So let's see what it is.
But if someone sent this to you,
oh, I have a bad feeling about this. What do you guys think? If somebody sent it to us, let's go.
Well, buddy, you are gay, gay, gay.
Gardner. I see how it is. I see how it is. Is this because I fell asleep during the topic exchange at the end? You keep going past midnight, my guy. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Let's see. We've got a couple more. He says, sorry. You're not sorry.
Dear Sergeant Hartman, the federal government remains shut down. Son of a fuck, are you kidding me? This worthless paper-pushing clown show is still closed. You pencil-neck, desk-bound parasites couldn't run a damn lemonade.
Yep, no lemonade stands. The Puerto Rican. Oh, makeup. Yeah, guys, as they get older and they take off their makeup. Oof, that is rough. Leave your glasses off. It looks better. Says, citizen, open the government. Democrat politicians. I would argue with you, Gardner, but I actually don't know what time it was that I fell asleep. It is what it is. Shell fell asleep earlier, though. Just saying. Yeah, the Democrats are just blaming everybody else, guys. They're just blaming everybody else. Oh, let's see. Any other good ones? Oh, we have this. Let's see. Make this one big. Back it up.
Do you think that's funny? And then you gave him 2 pickles. 2. Do you think that's funny? Because
Yes, I think it's funny.
my son doesn't eat pickles, okay? And I drove 15 minutes.
That is the best way to deal with crazy white women.
Pickles, okay? And I drove 15 minutes. Oh! Oh my.
That is the best video I've seen about how to deal with liberal white women. Carter says, glad I could put you all to sleep. Carter, it was not you that put us to sleep, sir. Don't take offense. It's not your fault. Carter says, that's for Karen. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But guys, before we drop YouTube, because YouTube is a little bit gay and retarded, go ahead and check out the website. You could also leave me a tip. Just a tip right there. I'll gladly accept your tip. You go to the website, you can buy me a coffee. You can do other ways to support me, including free ones, like reposting this live out to everybody that you know, just like liking the video, just like going into my YouTube Rumble accounts and subscribing there. Just support any way you can, please. Make sure you post it out. And remember, we are here Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the evening update, Saturday for the weekly update, Tuesday, the topic exchange, and Sunday, not this Sunday, starting back again on the 16th, you will have Christina and Shell, 4 p.m. on Sundays for the Bible Space. Guys, check it out. We're going to drop YouTube. And as soon as YouTube is gone, which it looks